I continue my adventures with Keishan and his friends. For some reason, they think leaves and fox poop will make an effective camouflage. I doubt the validity of the statement, but press on anyway. During my search for fresh fox poop, I'm attacked from the shadows by an orc. Dirty cowards. I deal with them swiftly. Then, after going for a little swim, I hit level 20. Level 20. High spirits. A little grossed out. I find out that the fox poop and leaves make a very effective camouflage, and sneak into an orc camp to free some POWs. But the key for their cages is in a dangerous location. All the orcs in this camp are elite soldiers and would take my full attention just to have a chance at surviving against one. But since there's essentially an entire army here, tensions are high. The cave where the guard with the key to the cage is at is guarded by a dragon rider, plus 2 guards outside and 1 inside. The plan is simple. Distract the dragon rider and the 2 guards outside, then run inside and knock out the guard who has his back turned. Grab the key, then run out. All seems to go as planned, but the distraction outside doesn't last as long as I thought, and the guard inside should be waking up any second. With no time to get a perfect distraction, I throw one out in haste, and luckily gather the attention of the 3 outside instantly. Then run out as the guard inside gains consciousness. A close call if I've ever seen one. I then sneak back to the prisoners and let them go. I then get a radio signal telling me that since I'm in the orc camp, I should plant bombs strategic locations to take out the whole camp in one go. I pull this off without a hitch. Turns out, it's a little easier than stealing the key from the cave. After then killing some more gnolls for some reason, I hit level 21. Level 21. Melancholy. Remorse. I just can't catch a break. Continuing on in my adventures with Keishan and his friends, we mow down hundreds of orcs and storm their stronghold with just our small platoon, and it seems as if we are invincible. Then we come into contact with the leader of the orc uprising, a black dragon. Try as we might, all but me and Keishan died to the dragon, when Keishan sacrificed himself to fight the dragon and steer him to the bottom of the lake. I returned to town to tell the news of the successful mission. But at what cost? I am worthless, a waste of space, who could be found out for the waste of space I am in this precious, self-destructive ball we call a planet and be abandoned to die alone. Level 22. I decide to head Darkshire. The creepiness and lack of sunshine really matches my current mood. Nothing to give false hope, only darkness and despair everywhere you see. I do some tasks for the night's watch, kill some spiders, help out a poor old man get supplies for his rundown tower, and recover some stolen letters about some man named Stalvin. Upon reading the letters, I can't help but think me and Stalvin are kindred spirits. Level 23. While out in the field killing some worgen, a second one joins the fray while fighting a caster. I think, no problem, I can probably deal with 2 if I'm careful, so I run away to a safer location and start fighting. I make sure to throw up a spell of pain on both. That way, they take simultaneous damage while I can heal up through the damage, when suddenly, a third worgen comes out of nowhere and attacks. With all 3 on my heal, I immediately melt into the shadows because the damage was too much to heal through, and the 3 worgens run off, losing their prey. That just goes to show, even while being careful, it's still not sometimes enough. I'll have to be even more careful and alert from now on. Or not, why do I even bother? It's not like anything matters anyway. Life is one big joke and can be taken away in an instant. Level 24. I come across a worgen with a scythe named Maris. He seems stronger than normal worgen in the area, seeing as he has a silver dragon around his portrait. I think since I'm 1 level higher than it, I can probably take it out no problem, and get some nice easy bonus experience. I pull him, and my health drops faster than a mic at a rap concert. I then melt into the shadows, and he walks off and ignores me. So much for being careful. Later on, while deep in an ogre cave, I accidentally run into the ogre boss, with one of his subordinates. Obviously, I can't fight both at the same time, so I run away and meld into the shadows. With them retreating, I take out the lesser ogre and plan my attack on the boss. Luckily, the ogre boss has a predictable pattern. His normal hits don't hit very hard, but when he whirlwinds, all I have to do is run away until it ends. Rinse and repeat, and I come out victorious. Level 25. After acquiring all the pieces to this Sylvan fellow's journal, I no longer think of us as kindred spirits. That dude was crazy. After he killed his whole family, he later became an undead. That's never gonna happen to me. I want to embrace the sweet kiss of death when the time comes, not continue on in another Iron Man challenge as an undead hunter or something. Later on, after finally finishing my job helping the nice old man with all his errands, I returned to town only to realize I had been duped this whole time. Turns out, all the items I collected were just ingredients to build an elite abomination that even the town guards had a hard time with. After what seemed like hours of fighting that monster, I finally managed to take it down, reaching level 26 in the process. It was a long, hard fight, but I feel that after being able to take down something of that caliber, maybe I might accomplish my goal of becoming a level 100 adventurer. Spirits, for the first time since coming to this dark place, a little high. Level 26. This last part is not written down, so I'll tell you what I saw from first-hand experience. You may have been wondering why the voice has been different for this whole video, and that's because I am Death, or the Grim Reaper, a Dullahan, Shinigami, whatever you may call me. Since this Iron Man was unable to write a diary entry for the last stretch of his demise, I will be filling in the details. The Iron Man left the village that was attacked by the abomination and headed to an adjacent one in the same zone. Upon arriving, he helped a fellow player being attacked by a group of mods, and took some damage in the process. Then proceeded to the crypts to kill hordes of ghouls for some menial task. Unfortunately for the Iron Man, there was an elite mob roaming the area that would sometimes path outside the normal boundaries to the location of a gravestone. The Iron Man had a close encounter with the elite skeleton, but found it too difficult to defeat and ran off. Later on, while collecting some trinket from a farmhouse, the Iron Man pulled too many ghouls at a time and was forced to retreat and meld into the shadows. Unlucky for the Iron Man, the place he chose as a safe haven from the ghouls was right in the path of the elite skeleton. Low on health from just running away, the Iron Man thought to test his luck and see if the elite would choose to walk away. Luck was not on his side, and the skeleton walked right through the Iron Man and broke the stealth. The Iron Man ran for his life, still not quite recovered from the last fight he ran away from, but it wasn't enough. Without any way to actually slow his pursuer, and with his bubble getting cut through like a hot knife through butter, there was nothing left to do. The ability to meld into the shadows can only be used once every 2 minutes, and the time limit was not up yet. He bet everything on being able to out-heal the damage while waiting for the ability to come off cooldown, but during his first cast, he was cut down by the elite, putting an end to his journey. At the end of the road, the Iron Man clung to life steadily, not willing to give up even under unwinnable circumstances, very contrary to his diary entries. It is of my personal opinion that the Iron Man was merely just an overly dramatic person, and didn't quite mean half the things he said, just like any 14-year-old going through their emo phase. And that's the end of the Iron Man. Until next time.